Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Taurus, September 20th, 2022. Today's moon stirs your ambitions. You may be taking responsibilities to heart more than usual. With today's Mars-Chiron connection, once you settle on an activity or discover a mission, you're wholeheartedly into it. You're courageous about facing problems. Things you recently had trouble expressing or deciding upon now flow out of you effortlessly. Words may not be perfect, but actions can be clear. It's also easier than usual to gain the support of others. Taking action on a debt or financial matter can be cleansing and empowering. It's a time for being forthright yet also sensitive, and a direct approach feels good right now. Total passion and transformation could be upon you today and tomorrow. As the mighty sun sizzles through your solar first house of identity, your zodiac sign, you'll feel incredible power course through your veins, heart, and spirit. This is because our great luminary will link to powerhouse Pluto, now spinning in your solar fifth house of true love, romance, and dating. This ensures that if you desire something or someone, it can be made into a reality if you strike now. Don't be afraid. Be active and direct. The universe will thus reward you. It might be time to choose a path. If you are at a fork in the road, then the last quarter moon in Gemini can assist with picking a path to go down. It might be time to let go of one avenue to pursue the other, especially if you have a preferred goal or ambition in mind to achieve. But making this decision does not come lightly, since Mars in Gemini is sextile to Chiron retrograde in Aries. Honoring your sense of control and power is necessary to feel certain about the path you have chosen. By this time next weekend, the sun will not only be in your income sector, but the solar spotlight will be illuminating the road ahead. Today, as Mercury spends his last weekend here before retrograding back out next week, the focus is on the rear-view mirror. Yet whether it is new or untapped income potential, the moon's final hours in your career sector is just one reason why there is cause for confidence. Today's planetary energy encourages you to pay attention to your personal health and to ask yourself if you are feeling up to par. It's important to notice the subtleties expressed by the body, both emotionally and physically. Are you sleeping well? Are you drinking enough water? Do you digest your food well? Are you feeling safe in your relationships? All the little things that you notice will lead to greater self-awareness and help you much feel better. You will tend to change directions in your life and find a new balance after a long period of failures and difficulties. It is with your family and friends that you will feel most in harmony, and everyone will advise you to start working on your inner life so that you can see some light at the end of the tunnel. This inner search may be slow and laborious, but this is the price that you have to pay to get some harmony back into your life, most notably in your relationships. Everything will irritate you and generate conflicts. Where has your legendary humor gone? Away from the noise of the working week, there is a better chance to pay attention as the moon wraps up one of its most important monthly visits to your career sector so far this year. After an alignment with Mars yesterday and during Mercury's last weekend in your income sector, the moon will form a friendly aspect to Saturn before leaving. Your subconscious is picking up information from across the income, work, and career fronts that will take days to unpack. It is during the last weekend of your birthday month that the sun's clash with Neptune in your relationship sector is separating. Since last weekend's full moon, a balance between your personal and relationship needs has been put to the test, but this final one leaves you with a clearer sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. Our eyes in the sky. The moon went void of course in Gemini yesterday, but it enters Cancer early this morning, and you're probably ready to tackle your goals. And there is a lot you can do to solidify your plans. The sun in detail-oriented Virgo means you have a ton of determination to keep moving despite any outside interference. All else will begin to make more sense once you let the earthy energy drive you toward commitment. Try not to hold yourself back today, even if there are pangs of guilt tapping at your aura. The overall feeling makes you aware of the collective struggle, and you might be all up in your feels for the world right now. Remember that the work you are here to do is enough and why you're being given this chance right now. The message of today's link between Mercury and Jupiter is to be patient with yourself and others. Remember that life is a marathon, not a sprint. Write that down and look at it when things get confusing or you begin to doubt yourself. Those who put in the time and long hours will be rewarded down the road. This is the time to take a chance on yourself and trust your instincts. After midnight, the moon enters Cancer and ends its void of course which began yesterday afternoon. Over the next 2 days, expect emotions to fluctuate in line with the lunar tides. Under the Cancer moon, we seek somatic methods for self-soothing. What rituals do you engage with when you feel out of sorts? Who do you turn to when in a crisis? Do you have a literal security blanket? Commit to being present with your emotions and delineating what practices help you to feel safe and secure. Mid-afternoon, retrograde Mercury in Libra opposes Jupiter in Aries, its second of 3 passes. The first opposition occurred on September 2nd. Think back to this day to make personal connections. This idealistic influence causes us to lose sight of important details as we get caught up in the excitement of a big-picture plan. With Mercury in retrograde motion, we are especially liable to overextending ourselves, signing hurried contracts, or setting up travel plans or classes with little to no consideration of the long-term repercussions. Hasty choices can be regretted later, although if we have delayed an election and it is still on our minds mid-month, it's a good sign that at least our interest is legitimate and not a passing fad. Use today to review the fine print. Ask those who have gone through similar experiences for advice. It can't hurt to get more information before taking a plunge. Mercury direct and Jupiter will make their final opposition on October 12th, completing this narrative arc.